Welcome back everyone to Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. This is part 5 of our 9-part walkthrough. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you always know when I come out with a new video. We are getting started at this float puzzle. When you come up here, if you go into the corner, you will find mail number 16. Don't forget to grab that before you get started with the puzzle. Now what we're going to be doing is using this crane to grab float pieces and move them around so that we can access different parts of this warehouse. So first, all we really want to do is grab the sparklers and move them up one spot, because we're going to go and grab a present before actually moving across the room. The hammers are the only ones that you can run through, just time it. Everything else you want to crouch. So crouch under the sparklers, wait for the gator mouth to open, and then crouch through it, and it'll bring you straight over to the present. This is present number 17, the nurse's kit. You can just drop off the side if you don't want to go all the way back, because we have to go down to the bottom floor anyway. So work your way back to the entrance where we hit the audio log at the end of the last video. There is an inventory tube system over there. So go over to it and deposit it. And each time you move the floats around, you will get a save. So just in case you are wondering about that. Now, let's move these to where we can actually cross the room. First, we're going to want to grab the sparklers again. And on the little grid in the bottom, you can see where they're moving. Go all the way up and all the way to the right. Leave the hammermen where they are. Next, we're going to grab the stomping feet, which are to the left on the far end. Pick these guys up, go all the way to the right as far as you can, and then move down one spot and drop it. Then go over to the gator and move it to the right as far as you can. Now once this is done, we'll be able to cross to the other side of the room, but we're not finished moving floats just yet. So very carefully, run past the hammermen, just time it, and crouch by the gator mouth. Go forward, wait for the stomping feet. If it's already up, you don't want to go under it. It will stomp you because you can't fast walk when you're crouching. So get as close as you can as it lifts up, go under it, and then pass underneath all of the sparklers. And now we're on the opposite side. We're going to go up there in just a minute. First, we want to get all of these floats positioned to be able to cross to, from where we're facing now, the right. So first we have to move a couple of pieces out of the way. We're going to leave the sparklers where they are. Go ahead and grab the gator. And we're going to move that all the way to the right, just to get it out of the way. Then we're going to go and grab the stomping feet. And this one we won't be using again, so let's move it all the way to the back. And then all the way to the right. Just drop it off there. It won't be in anyone's way. And then you want to grab the hammermen. We're going to go as far to the right as we can. Oh, that's so pleasant, not having all that noise. Then pull it towards you, all the way, and then all the way to the right, and drop it down there. Then we want to go back and grab the gator. And we're going to put that in the middle, so go left 2 slots. And then come forward all the way. You'll see I dropped it down there. You can still, you can leave it there and cross, but it's honestly easier to pull it all the way towards you. So I'm going to pick it up again and move it one more. Now, from here, turn left and go up the stairs, and there is a film cabinet. We're going to grab that before we exit this room. Again, you don't need these films for any trophies. It's just a random collectible that has a commercial on it that you can watch up in the theater, or there's another one in the admin wing where you can watch films. Anyway, make your way across all of these floats, and then when you get to the opposite side, head up the stairs, and you can go through the only door up here. Now, this is a new area. We spot the white tiger again, but it's not time to fight him just yet. Go to the right and open up this door here. We're going to put the film away. You also have audio log number 8 on the wall, so be sure to press the button for that. And right next to the door is also mail number 17. Once you have collected all of those items, we need to go through that door that's to the right, but we're going to go and do a couple of other things first. If you come up this short flight of stairs and through this door, this takes you to the top of the warehouse. We want to follow this this path of scaffolding. I don't know what it is. It's not scaffolding. Go all the way around and open up this door here. The only thing for us in this area is another audio log. This is number 9. You can open up this door if you like, but there's just another unfortunate technician like ourselves that has been gone for a while. He's got some bugs buzzing around him. You'll see that a couple of times. It's very unfortunate. They've been trying to get this blueprint for a really long time, it looks like. So let's head back over to where we entered. And then when you come down the stairs, go to the right. Back here, there is mail number 18. You want to make sure to collect that. Continue on up the stairs and you'll see you can go to the showrooms on the right or the welcome show on the left. Let's head to the welcome show first. This is going to be a different area than where we've previously been in the welcome show. It's actually going to be in the rafters above it. And again, we're only here for one reason. There is a present on the opposite side. This is present number 18, the fishing net. So grab it. And we're going to go run and throw it inside of our inventory system. Yeah, there's a couple places where you just go in for one single thing and then you never go back there again. And I guess that's fine. It makes sure that you actually explore everything. So we're just making a really fast run back to the inventory to drop this off. And we're going to head all the way back. We're going to go to the other door this time. And this is going to take us back to the theater. So, yeah, in the showrooms, we're actually not progressing the story at this point. We are being thorough with our collectibles. So, we're just kind of knocking all this out before we progress too far. So this is the door I told you a few videos ago that would be open later. This takes us back to the big top showroom. And I go down this elevator, but I'm trying to remember if I just go right back up. No, it'll be a little bit later. Pass through this room. Do be careful. There will most likely be an animatronic that comes to life while you're in that room. These doors sure take a long time, and I put it in the description of every video. I am playing this on PS5, so the loading is actually pretty fast, but Those doors, they take a long time. Anyway, we're back in the main hall now. I don't know why I came this way. Yeah, that way it just goes to the garage. You can't actually open it, but you'll go there for one of the endings. Otherwise, there's nothing over there. Okay, so we're going to come into the theater over here. I guess I wanted to come to the theater first and finish up this segment. I'm sure you guys remember this room. You can just run right through. If you're quick enough, you will beat the animatronic that comes to life right by the area we need to duck in. If you go up these stairs, make your way through the halls and then up these stairs. If you remember, there was a door here that we could not open before. We now have the correct permissions, so let's open it up. This brings us back over to this crane puzzle. So what we want to do is use the controls, go all the way to the back right, pick up that section of the walkway, move it to the left and pull it toward us as much as we can. Go back to the right, pick up the next available piece on the right, go back and left and place the final piece of walkway there. And obviously we cannot cross. Oh, and make sure to move that back to the middle. Move the magnet back to the middle because you won't be able to pass if you leave it over a walkway. So let's go in the lift, head to the other side to get into the next lift. And we can now reach the present on those rafters. So this is going to be present number 19, the ticket book. And if you remember, right over there, below us, underneath those targets, there is an inventory tube system where we can drop this off. And you don't have to go through the vent anymore since we dropped down this platform. So just run across, drop off the ticket book in the inventory. Now we're going to go through that other door that we couldn't open that's on the bottom floor. So make your way to the opposite side of, I guess this is underneath backstage maybe, this area we're in. Go around and you'll see this door that we weren't able to open when we first came in. Go ahead and open it up. And this takes us to where everything collapsed on the stage. I told you we'd be coming back here. Let's go up the stairs through the audience, and to the left you will find male number 19. And here again we have flies all over, another Fazbear technician that has passed on, and he's holding a present. This is present number 20, the toy hammer. So let's work our way out of here. We can exit to the workshop if you would like to. You can go back the way you came, or you can exit to the workshop, but it seems the workshop is the fastest way because it takes you straight across to another area of theater. Or you can go to the South Hall if you like as well, because if you go down the hall where the animatronics are, off to the right, there is an exit for the South Hall. So if you come this way, it takes you back to the bottom floor of where we entered the theater. And the first door on the left has an inventory system where you can drop off this toy hammer. Okay, so now we need to head back to the big top showroom. We can exit through this vent. Remember, this will take us back to where the the theater is and we just wait for this guy to move, you most likely won't even need a distraction. Just creep along and follow him because they almost always have a set path that they follow, and they tend not to turn around and go back the way that they came anytime before you reach the area where you can get back to the big top showroom hall. So creep your way around the wall and jump inside of this decontamination room. So this brings us back to the South Hall. We're gonna head back to the main hall and go all the way across over to the big top showroom. We're getting ready to find our very last carnival game, but like I mentioned before, it's a ball shooter, and unfortunately there's no gun available where the game is, so you have to go all the way back to the big top showroom and poach a ball shooter gun from one of the carnival games that we've already played. So head over to the elevator, take the ride up. At first I thought these carnival games were super frustrating, and then I realized that I didn't have my sensitivity high enough, and then they were actually enjoyable once I turned my sensitivity up. So if for some reason you do struggle with those, give that a try. It might help you out. So thankfully we don't have to do the power puzzle anymore. We can just jump right in, grab the ball shooter, and then head out. So once we go through this hallway, we're going to exit through the new door. This door takes us to the warehouse. So, take a left when you exit the room, run all the way to the end. And remember where I told you the door was that we need to go to progress? We're going to go through that now. There's nothing up on this level. All you have to do is enter the lift and head down. I feel like I always turn the wrong way to exit. So we're going to end up going to the left, which is the admin wing, but first you want to go to the right through this roll-up door. Make the corner around the left and you will find the secret ball shooter game that is the only one that has Mrs. Helpful. I'm going to fast forward through this because it's exactly like all the others. You do need to get 60 points or more in order to get a high score. And once you do that, if you've gotten a high score on all 5 games, you will get the We Have a Winner trophy. And of course, you also get a present that appears once you get a high score on this game. This is present number 21, the rain boot. So let's head back into the area we came from, because right outside the door there's an inventory system. Drop off the rain boot, head back the way we came. You can come around the right side and press this button. This leads you to where Chica's roller skating around. It just opens up a door, so we have another exit from there. And right next to that is mail number 20. And in the back here is a film case where you can pick up another film. And that's everything in this little area right here. So go ahead and drop that off in the inventory system, and we're going to now head over to the admin wing. Before going inside, to the right, there is a little hidden mail. This is mail number 21. Most of the mails are not super difficult to find, but some of them are hidden pretty well. Like, you really have to be paying attention to see them. Now, once you come into this room, you're going to see there's a cupcake standing there, and the cupcakes kind of act like alarms. And I'm going to let you know, this is by far one of the most frustrating areas in the entire game. Walk straight forward, turn to the right, and pick up mail number 22. Then you want to continue forward and go to the left. You'll see there are several lockers all over. There's one when you turn to the left. As soon as you get there, there's one. So you'll probably want to hide in it because Chica's gonna be coming. And you see that cupcake staring at you? Usually their eyes are turning left and right, but when you're close to it, it will stare at you. You'll have to crouch walk through this area when you exit the locker, turn left, come over here. I'm going to give you the code. It is 01350. There's a mail right next to this pad on the wall. Be sure to grab the mail, and when you come inside this room, you get the Belated birthday trophy, and that's for finding the party room. On the table in front of you is present number 22, the cupcake. If you come over here, the alarm will sound if you get too close to the wall, so you're going to have to wait around in here for Chica to go away, but luckily we can see through the window. This is basically a destroyed office building, and it's awful. It's very hard to hide from Chica with all of the cupcakes constantly sounding alarms. So get ready. I died so many times in here. It's actually kind of pathetic. If you look out the window, you can see there's another mail here. There are several mails hidden in here, and they're very easy to miss. So when you exit the room, go to the left in this small area and be sure to grab mail number 24. Then we want to exit back the way that we came. Just be sure to avoid the cupcakes. Now, if you're wondering how I got the code for the door, you get the code by reading the mails, and there's a lot of mails in here. Okay, we'll look at them later, but it's actually kind of difficult to figure out. There's a lot of mails here, and they give you instructions on how to figure out the code to the wall, but because this area was so hard, we're going to go ahead and just open that door first. Once you make your way around the broken desks, you can open a door with your data diver, and inside of here there's an inventory system. On the left side of the room, you'll find audio log number 10. Be sure to press the button there so that it's counted. And if we look at the computer, you can see your logs. All these admin, December 1st, December 6th, all this. Look at the times and the dates. And we still have a lot of mails to collect, by the way. But as you look through those, it will give you instructions on what the code is to open up that door. But rather than go collect all the logs and then have to creep our way all the way back to open the door and then have to creep our way all the way back to get out, we just knocked it all out at once. So it's basically someone put the code as one thing, and then someone else wanted to play a joke and changed it, and then someone else changed it further, and it's just a whole bunch of inter-office pranks with the code, and you have to figure out what the actual code is by doing a little addition or taking into account what time the email was sent or whatever. It's very convoluted and frustrating, and much easier just to type in the code before we have to come all the way back. So I'm standing by this window near the door so that I can see where Chica is. When you get close to the door, you will always get a save, so take advantage of that. When you exit the door, go straight ahead. Behind this little mail bag here, you're going to find mail number 25. Be sure to collect this. If you want to, you can run right back into the room that we just came from. so that you can get a save and you won't have to collect this mail again. We need to go to the left, but just to get the save, it's sometimes good to pop in right here because we still have a good bit of this office to go through. Like, we've only explored maybe 60% of it, so. Okay, when Chica is not around, you can exit and head to the right. We're going to go through this hallway. You want to go to hug the right wall, then hug the left wall, and then hug the right wall because of the cupcakes. You want to stay as far away from them as possible. Enter this door here. It's a bathroom with mail number 26 inside. I know, mail's in the bathroom, right? Then when you exit to the left and go straight. The stairs is where we need to go, but I'm gonna go straight because there's a mail hidden over in this area. You're almost guaranteed to have a cupcake call you out when you get here, so just make a beeline for a locker. Chica will come investigate and then she will roll away. When she gets far enough away, because you don't want to get caught by a cupcake and her be too close and be able to catch you. Exit the locker, and up against this wall we have mail number 27. Leave from there and very carefully make your way back. I am running because the cupcakes already caught me, so I'm coming back to this other locker that's directly across from the one on the far side that we just came from. Just hang out in here until Chica goes away. It's good if she goes, like from where we're sitting in this locker. If she goes to the right, that's good. She's back in the other area we already explored. So exit the locker to the left, hug the wall, and then try to, I got too close to that cupcake, but you want to hug the left wall. Exit to the left, hug the left wall, and get as far away from the near cupcake as you can. And then kind of go on a diagonal path so that way you're not passing too close because there's a cupcake on the left further back and there's one on the right close to us. Try to make a diagonal path toward the next mail if you possibly can. You can see it there. This is mail number 28. And it should be the final mail in this lower level. Once you've collected all of those mails, make your way up the stairs. And a door will close behind you. So you're safe now to open up this door. Chica's not going to come up here. And just so you know, she can roll up the stairs like it's a ramp. So don't get it twisted. She will follow you up the stairs. And if that door isn't closed behind you yet, she will get you. In this room, you have an inventory tube and you also have another projector where you can watch some films if you would like. Come around the corner and you can listen to Miss Helpful. Behind her, you will find mail number 29. Be sure to pick it up. Don't leave it behind. Then go through the door directly in front of Miss Helpful. There's mail number 30 in this room. Right next to the duct that we have to enter. Follow the vent duct all the way through and it's going to take us into a new room. In here you have mail number 31. Thank goodness we're almost finished with all these mails. They were very back heavy, like back of the game heavy with mails. So here you can look at all the mails. See all of these: admin December 2nd, admin December 4th. These are all of those mails that you have to go through to figure out the code to the party room door. There's also our final data diver upgrade. This is upgrade number 5. Let's go ahead and upgrade to executive permissions. And again, this one is going to be very difficult, the most difficult so far. So do your best to get this item upgraded. I don't know why I did it this way. You don't have to do it the way that I do it. Sometimes I like to make life hard for myself for absolutely no reason. Anyway, we get it done. You get the executive permission, and once you're done, you get the executive permissions trophy for fully updating the data diver. Now, exit this room through the ramp, and if you see where Mrs. Helpful is, I went the wrong way, but where Mrs. Helpful is, off to the left of her is an executive door. That's where we need to go. I kind of confused myself and went back the way that I came in. But it's over here, to the left of Miss Helpful, our very first executive door. Open that up and you're going to climb the stairs where we enter an office area. So to the right of the computer and the desk, you're going to find mail number 32. And then behind the desk, you're going to find audio log number 11.
I figured it out.
So take a listen to that. Be sure to press the button. Come to this small computer. And you want to access the surveillance room that moves a shelf over and opens up a new hallway. And when you get inside this little computer room, use the small computer and access the mimic blueprints. Immediately turn around and pull that lever because Chica is now up here and she will come in if you're not fast enough to close that door. When you close the door, the vent opens, crawl through it, and then you'll fall through to a new room where you find audio log number 12. Press that button, make sure it's collected. And the only place we can go is in the elevator. So open up the elevator and we're gonna head down to the basement, which everybody knows basements are terrible and creepy. When you come into this area, follow the path. You're gonna come to a small room. There to the left is audio log number 13. And if you turn around, you'll find a mail number 33. And then you can head down the stairs, and that is where we're going to end this video. So we'll pick up in part 6 right where we left off. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you always know when I come out with a new video, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Until then, Khajiit always has swears.